Track 2, Sipping. I have to ask you, what is your drink of choice when you are trying to sip on something?
Tequila.
Hey, okay, get it. Okay, what we talking? We talking blanco, reposado, viejo.
Hey, all of the above. I am a huge lover. I love tequila.
Okay.
I will say that. It's either going to be tequila or champagne for me.
Okay, very nice. Okay, how do you like it? Are you a margarita? Or are you like
Straight up,
straight no
shots.
Well, speaking of, cheers.
Cheers. Sipping.
Nice. Okay. All right. So, let's kind of walk us through the creative process with this, right? This is definitely a lot more laid back, kind of sensual, very kind of relaxed, grown woman, like I'm in my zone. Just kind of walk us through like what you were thinking, the creative process with this, because this is a very smooth track.
You know, again, the producer Ryan is the producer of this one as well. He makes tracks that I hear them and instantly I just kind of vibe out to it. So this one was recorded at the studio, and again, I went to the studio, I listened to the track one time through, and it's kind of like a freestyle.
Yeah, okay.
The words just started coming again. I said, hey, let's go ahead and lay this down. I literally started recording it, and everything just started kind of flowing. I was jotting things down quickly as we were recording, as the words were coming. And then when it was all said and done, when we were done recording it, he wanted to edit it and do it. I was like, I don't want to, because it was just so, for me, a very impressive moment artistically. Like, wow, like I literally just came up with this in a matter of minutes, like 3-4 minutes. I'm sitting here writing a song, and it just resonated with me, like the whole, I'm not trying to be on nobody else's level. Like, this is just about me progressing as an individual and as an artist. I just feel like I'm in my own zone at this point. Like, I'm in my own lane, if you will. And I think that you can kind of feel that and sense that, you know, with the song and the lyrics. That's kind of the feel I was going for. Like, this is just, it's a very personal process.
Yeah. And in that studio, you know, during that moment in the studio, in the writing process, I have to only ask, were you sipping on something at that time?
I was sipping on tequila.
There we go. So in that, are you a writer? Do you use your phone to take notes? Like, what is what really kind of brings it all together when you're creating your music?
I do both. Sometimes, you know, most of the time when I prefer to actually write things out. I feel like it helps me remember it better. But sometimes I'll use my phone, like if I'm not recording it in that moment, then I'll kind of record the beat and just kind of sing over it so that I can remember what it sounds like. But if I have the opportunity to go ahead and record it, that's my preference, and I'll probably just write some stuff down just to, you know, use as a reference.
Okay, very nice. Okay. And you mentioned that, you know, the kind of within the creation process of this, you know, wanting it to be a mixture of, you know, kind of, you know, that I think that authentic kind of R&B that we haven't been. It's still there. You know, you have to go search for it. So
it's there.
But also have some of that upbeat vibe. So this is definitely a little bit more of like, hey, I'm chilling, relaxing. So kind of paint a picture of like, you know, you have a listener, you know, listening to track number 2. You know, what do you envision them kind of, you know, just doing, settling down? You know, what just.
I mean, I guess it could be a number of things. For when you were just describing it, I was thinking of somebody just kind of chilling on the couch, daydreaming, thinking about the future maybe. One of the lyrics is thinking sky is the limit. So, you know, it could be for somebody who's just kind of relaxing, reflecting. It's got that chill vibe. You could be at home cooking, listening to it. Who knows? You know, sky's the limit, literally, in regards to where you could be at listening to the track as well.
Very nice. Very cool. All right, so track number 3, self-titled, Bon Appétit. Let's eat. You know, talk more about that, because you know you mentioned not only yourself, but you know the people who are closest in your corner. I think as we go through life experiences, all those circles get smaller for a specific reason. So tell me about your desire to see, or just where that comes from, having other people be on the way that you're on.
Right. I mean, luckily for me, I've been blessed with a lot of creative people in my life, such as yourself. I mean, I think that God really places people in our lives for a reason, and sometimes for a season as well.
Yes.
But luckily for me, I have been blessed to be surrounded by people who are very creative, and I'm the type of person that I really want to see everybody doing well, doing what they love to do. So, you know, with this track, Bon Appétit, even though most of the song is about me kind of shitting on a dude, in a sense, like, you lost your chance. But at the end of the day, when I think about Bon Appetit, let's eat, I definitely want to incorporate the people closest with me. A lot of the people who I worked on this project with, a lot of the videos that were shot were with my close friends, who were more like family at this point. So I definitely wanted to include as many of my loved ones in the process as possible.
Yeah, and I guess talk a little bit more about that, because I think you mentioned, you know, when you get to a certain celebrity status, some people lose themselves, right? So talk a little bit more about, you know, the importance of, like, you know, starting, you know, an entire creative process and then working, you know, your way all the way through whatever happens with trusted people.
Right. Trust is major, and trust it's hard. It's hard to trust people. And I think that's one of the reasons why I try to keep certain people so close to me throughout the process, because they really know me. Like, most of my friends and people that I've been dealing with for 20 years. You know, and so we're all watching each other, like, take these steps to do the things that we love and that we desire. And at the same time, we keep each other grounded. So it's like having accountability partners, I guess, if you will. Like, somebody's gonna be like, hey, that's not you. Why would you do that? Or whatever. And I think you need that. You need people who actually know you, who are going to hold you accountable, but who are also going to push you to be your best self. And I think that I'm blessed to be around people who help me to be my best self and who want to see me thrive and be successful, and we want it for each other. So we help each other win, essentially, and whoever gets to the top first, we're just going to, you know, pull each other up.
There you go. Yeah, so
that's the goal.
We all eat together.
Exactly.
Pull up a chair together. Okay. So, you know, I know you're a foodie. Talk about some of the cuisines. What are the cuisines that are, like, absolutely Bon Appetit for you?
Tacos.
Hey.
I love Mexican food. I eat tacos. I eat Mexican every Tuesday.
Okay. I've been to the famous Taco Tuesday. Yes.
So I'm a big Mexican lover, and I was born in Italy, and I love Italian cuisine as well. Pasta's a little heavy. So I don't do it as much because I don't want to, you know, mess up my girlish figure. But I do love Italian food as well.
Okay. Now, what about some? Have there ever been moments when you've had some cuisines that are not so Bon Appetit?
Yeah, I don't want to talk bad about it, but I don't love, like, curry, like chicken and stuff like that. Like, I guess it's African food per se.
Indian, or it's like just something like kind of spicy.
Like, I'm not like a big on curry. I'm not big on, like, jerk, you know, necessarily kind of foods. I think it is Indian food, maybe, but it's got kind of like that oniony.
It's got, you know, it has like some spices, some kick to it.
Yeah, so that's not like my favorite thing. I've had some pretty interesting experiences with those.
Okay. All right, no, it's cool. And then I have to ask, right? So, you know, the track does kind of allude to, you know, hey, you lost your chance. It's your loss.
Right.
You know, kind of talk. You know, you also mentioned, like, you know, hopeless romantic. So, you know, any exes that might be listening to this or anything, like, you know, how do you think they'll receive, like, you know, this track in particular?
I don't know, and I don't care.
Hey.
I'm the type of person, like, once it's done, it's done.
Okay.
I definitely try my best with people. I give my all in situations if I'm committed to it. But I definitely think it's a slap in the face for a few people, which was intentional. Because I'm like, you know what? You messed it up. Now you're going to have to sit back and watch you eat. Exactly. Watch me eat, baby. So that's what it was about. And it was fun, and it was kind of exciting to kind of be that bad girl for a moment for this track.
Nice. Okay.